Hi everyone, TSW here, and in this video I'm going through Azjol-Nerub Heroic from the point of view of a protection warrior. So straight away we're in a pug. We're going to be pulling the first two mobs, and these are very simple mobs. But the next, there's like an event. Immediately very soon after entering the dungeon, you meet the first boss, and there's a little event which has you kill 3 packs and then the boss. So actually there's one more pack. So we have the anub'arak, skirmishers, warriors, and a few others, but it's the skirmishers which are the most deadly. So I mark the skirmisher with skull. Now the reason the skirmisher is the most deadly is that there is a focus mechanic and you can't taunt off. What you can do is stun it, do some other forms of CC, or just kill it. So stuns are great, and killing it first is also very good. Hey, I got some achievements. Yay, look at me. Okay, so whilst I'm figuring out which tabard to put on next, this is the event. So these 3 trash packs plus the boss. So we have another skirmisher here first. So we're marking it with skull. It's starting to attack people. We need to stun it. Oh, the healer's died because it focused on the healer. Not ideal. Okay, and then we have the big guy, which is the, it's really hard for me to read it, Citric? This is the big guy. He has a Webwrap. Now what he'll do is target a random player in the group and CC them, and they'll be in a cocoon of web. And it's like 1000 damage to break them out of the cocoon, and it's very easy to avoid, but you need to identify that someone's been web wrapped, particularly with the amount of damage that can go out here. People can die if the healer is CC'd or if the tank is CC'd in the web wrap. So that's the most important thing. Somehow we managed to reset the encounter here. I'm not sure what happened there at all. So we're starting it again. So the skirmisher is skull because he has the focus mechanic, which is going to kill somebody if it's not killed quickly enough. Basically, it's a bit of a race. The Shadowcaster just uses shadow spells, just spams them. And then here's the web wrap on someone in the back, and you just hit it once or twice, and they're free. If you neglect breaking the web wrap, you're going to have a bad time. So again, we have another skirmisher, mark it skull. It focused on the, was that the mage or was that a troll priest? Can't tell. But yeah, it focused on the troll and we killed it before it killed the troll. Nice. I'm web wrapped, and people were a little bit slow at freeing me from the web wrap, but whatever, we get over it. Oh, I'm web wrapped again. Oh, I'm in this for a very long time. DPS are not paying attention to who's getting web wrapped. If that was the healer, we would have wiped. I can't be in the web wrap for 10 seconds. That's crazy. Again, these mobs are stunnable, particularly when it's a skirmisher. Don't just blow all of your stuns on the pull. Only stun the skirmisher when it's focused on a target and is attacking, okay? You don't want to front load your stuns and then when the mob's half HP, all your stuns are on cooldown, all of a sudden it starts targeting your healer and you have nothing to stun them with. Okay, so the first boss, krik'thir, the Gatewatcher, really easy boss, just does an earthquake, summons adds. There is a curse of fatigue, which is like a 3-player damaging attack, and a mind flay. None of it is really deadly or scary at all. The most scary thing about this by far is the little gauntlet of the 3 packs before the boss. The boss is a complete joke, and it's basically a free kill once you're able to do that little 3-pack event gauntlet before the boss. I say gauntlet because they will automatically pull if you don't pull them quickly enough. You have a little bit of downtime between each pack, depending on your DPS killing those packs. But I expect most people in Classic to have enough time to do that. This is a challenging part potentially. So the next boss is Hydraxanox, and again with this trash you're just killing it easy peasy. There's nothing too much to talk about this trash other than these large beetles will enrage and they deal more damage, but they're stunnable. It's not too much of a threat. But let's start talking about the boss. So the boss is underneath us. You can kind of see it. Visually, it's a very cool area of the instance to be doing all of this. So the boss is downstairs killing ads. And basically, when the boss kills one of these ads, he regenerates 10% of his HP. I'll call him a him. I don't know what this bug is, but we're going with that. So every time he kills one of the ads, he heals 10% of his HP. So really, there's no point engaging with him when there are ads around, unless you have the DPS to clear the ads and then go on to the boss. But if you engage with the boss too soon, you could lose too much steam, your momentum, your mana, and struggle to clear both the ads and the boss. So you'll have some people like us in this situation where we're just letting the boss clear all the ads. It's boss versus ads, and we're just keeping out of the equation, okay? There will be periodically additional ads spawning, but when the boss makes it from being downstairs all the way up to here with us, ads do stop spawning. Or maybe it's when you engage the boss, they stop spawning, but at some point the ads will stop spawning. We bring the boss up here because my thinking was the ads were going to continue to spawn, but actually I'm wrong. When you engage the boss, I think the ads stop, so it doesn't matter where we're tanking him, but for safety's sake, I like to drag him away. Okay, so what's he doing to us now? He's got some poison pools on the ground. Avoid those. They'll be dealing damage to you. You don't want to stand in them for obvious reasons. He has like a grip where he'll bring all of you in. It's not too scary, but it will interrupt your casts. As melee, it doesn't really matter. And he's also got a debuff, Leech Poison, which deals damage and heals the boss. So you want to be getting rid of that poison as soon as you can. Hopefully there are people in your raid that can get rid of the poison. We've got a Moonkin who I don't think is getting rid of the poison. But even if you're healing the boss with your debuff, the boss dies fairly easily. The biggest trap that you might find yourself running into is if you're too eager and you engage the boss with the ads. Also, if you don't know that the ads are healing the boss when they die, you might go, oh yeah, we're just going to nuke the boss, nuke the boss, nuke the boss. And the boss has 20 ads around him. So that's like 200% HP extra you need to kill on top of the ads, which you'll need to kill at some point, on top of the boss's 100% HP that he has already. So just kill the ads and there's no healing going on. Or wait for the boss to kill the ads like we did in this run. Okay, so these ads are the final ones before the last boss. It's quite a quick dungeon so far, but bear with me. These ads can be very scary, okay? So they'll do a debuff on a random player, and because there are two of them, I believe that you can have one debuff on a random person by one mob, and then the other one do a random debuff on somebody else as well. I think it's dispellable to the best of my knowledge. It's a magic effect, but it destroys that player in like 5 seconds. So you need to identify who has the debuff and either dispel it or spam them with heals. Like so much of the trash in Wrath of the Lich King, they're stunnable. As a warrior, I have all my cooldowns as well as my stuns are effectively cooldowns as well, stopping the damage coming onto me. So use that to your advantage. Or you can CC one of them, definitely kill one of them first by marking its skull and telling your group to kill it first. Okay, so we're on the last boss, which feels like we're only halfway through the dungeon in terms of time spent here, because this boss takes like 6 minutes and it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay, Leeching Swarm, like it's just a periodic damage effect. He does a pound, which is a frontal cone, so just don't stand in front of him. And Carrion Swarm or Carrion Beetles, he's just going to summon some ads. Then he burrows every, is it like 30%? No, 25%. Every 25% he burrows. So he's going to burrow 75%, 50%, and 25%. And then you just have literally 50 seconds of doing nothing. Some ads will periodically spawn, and then he comes back. And it's like, it just takes so long. Again, this is a running theme with Wrath of the Lich King dungeons, where like the duration of the boss fights is just like artificially inflated. We've just got our second 50-second downtime when we're just killing some ads. There are some elites here that will spawn from the entrance that you joined the boss room from. Just pick them up, kill them. It's very easy. And then, get yourself a drink, go to the toilet, build a house, do whatever you want to do, because you need to wait ages. Oh, also there's like little ground effect of like rubble, and then spikes come up and you'll be thrown up into the air. It doesn't do much damage, but you might as well avoid it. So finally the boss comes back up and we start damaging him again. Yay, nice. Oh, but wait. He's going to burrow once more. This is one of my biggest criticisms of Wrath of the Lich King heroics. Like, why is this boss is needlessly taking so much time, and there's nothing you can really do. You could literally have like infinite damage as long as you're not one-shotting him to drag it, like you can get him to 75% in a second, and then you have to wait 50 seconds. You can get him down to when he comes back up. Like, it just takes so long. Like, it's always going to take you 200 seconds to kill the boss just because of the burrow phase. Anyway, I sound extremely salty, and I suppose in a way I am. Like, it's not fun. This boss is the least fun boss in the whole of Wrath of the Lich King 5-man heroics, just because he's not there. He's not present for the vast majority of it. Anyway, finally you kill him, and yeah, that's Azjol-Nerub. Hope you enjoyed. Like the video, subscribe, playlist on the screen now if you want to watch all the videos of the heroics. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.